Hello everybody, welcome back to the Modern Stacker. I wanted to go through and do this video for you today because this came across my desk and I thought this was relevant to stacking in the sense of this could be incredibly disruptive if it is true, and is definitely should be something on your radar. So if you're new to this channel, hey, welcome. Hit the subscribe button if you want to continue seeing more content like this, but let's jump into this. This is going to be a little different than the typical stacking conversation. This is more modern trending tech news. I work in the tech space, and so I see a lot of this stuff come across my desk on a regular basis. And this one has to do with the universal monetary unit. This literally dropped here within the last couple days, and it's starting to make some traction here on the YouTubes. And so one of the things that is kind of the first standing question is, what the heck is this, and why is it relevant to me? And the reason why it's potentially relevant is because of what's being pitched out here. What was being talked about is this thing called the Universal Monetary Unit, or the UMU. Symbolized as this U with the umlauts on top. Because of the I think that's how you say that. Anyway, supposedly it can transact in any legal tender settlement currency and is designed to enforce banking regulations and protect the financial integrity of the international banking system. Now, I heard about this from through Morris Invest's channel. I don't know if you've followed them, or it's a spinoff of the Redacted channel. So that was where I first heard about it, and so I started doing some digging here, just like, okay, what's this all about? And so apparently this authority called the Digital Currency Monetary Authority, or the DMCA, DCMA, not to be confused with the other one, launches an international CBDC. And supposedly this was associated with the International Monetary Fund. Huh. Okay, that's a game changer, and it's very concerning if that's in fact true. So went over to the DMCA's website, that at least, that I was able to pull up here, and well, the first thing that kind of shocked me was like, okay, if this is like some big rollout, this is not the best web design I've seen for these bigger. I mean, I've seen some pretty amazing crypto rollouts. This kind of feels a little dated. This feels like something might have seemed like in 2007 or 8. Just again, not to nitpick, but there was maybe a little flag here. Okay, a little flag about just even the quality of the website. But you can kind of scroll through and see some of the stuff that they have here in terms of what information they have. So, maybe it's a website that hasn't been fully baked out. Well, then I came across a Twitter thread, and we'll use this thread to kind of like talk through this, because at Krippenreiter. So kudos to Krippenreiter. I'm just going to kind of like narrate through this. He said, basically, let's look through the website and conduct some research before leaping to conclusions. Fair. I think that's totally a prudent way to go about it. And then basically just kind of go through, as I did the IMF make any comments about, regarding DMCA, and then just will be the end of XRP. So this guy's a little bit more kind of focused around the crypto space, but just scrolling down, you can see here, he's saying, the DCMA is making moves to expanding its reach through Twitter with its Unicoin network and the UMU hashtag, the native Unicoin. Now, Unicoin actually, and I don't have this website pulled up, excuse me, but there is actually a Unicoin cryptocurrency already in existence. It's been out for like a year or two. I think even Steve Wozniak was following this one at one point. So, but it's an official crypto. So the fact that they're even using a name called Unicoin in conjunction with UMU is another red flag to me. It's just like, is this real? I question it. Okay, so we'll just who are they? What do they offer? Scrolling down, founder working on Unicoin since 2013, yet LinkedIn says 2018. Okay. Another thing he found was just 2 employees. They refer to themselves as a business, yet there's no registered corporate structure. Examples. Here's example 1. Example 2. I'm terrible at using Twitter. In case you haven't noticed, I don't use Twitter very often, but you can go through and you can look at this thread if you want to like navigate this the correct way. This hopefully is giving you an idea, though. All right, so there's no visible white paper. There's no contact base. There's no terms of use. There's no privacy policy. There's no legal risks. There are no open rules. There are no developer resources. There are no licenses. Continue on. They claim to have collaborated with the UN, these acronyms, all right? All these acronyms. And basic explanation is that the DLT was formerly known as the Yuta blockchain, which is now extinct. So I could go on, but I think you're getting the point here. I mean, they're even talking about the founder, this guy right here. Apparently, his bio is associated with this, and yet what did it say? It's the founding member. As we go into the background, we quickly find that that there is a third name that is used, and this time in conjunction with the Unicoin network, the so-called UB stablecoin. So here's kind of the little summary snippet where it's talking about some of that stuff. I guess my point is that this seems to be a scam. The whole thing seems to be a scam. So maybe it's not, but if it is, there's going to need to be some more definitive and official stuff coming out that, kind of puts this all in perspective. In fact, he did a poll down here. It was like summary, too lazy, didn't read. I've rarely come across something that is so dubious and appears to be a fraud while yet having some sort of connections to these players. No financial advice. Yeah. What are your thoughts? And then there was a poll, and it should show me the results. 65% thinks it's a scam, 3.9% thinks it's legit, and then 30% just let show me the results. I mean, what do you think? If you look at this, what is your reaction when you see all of this information just kind of laid out like this? So huge kudos to Crippen Writer. I hope I'm saying his name right. Huge shout out to him. Check him out if you want to, kind of give him props for, the research that he did. But again, kind of coming back here, I mean, this is making like waves across the YouTubes right now. And I think it's, again, from the stacking perspective, this is just more reinforcement to me that, you need to keep on stacking, and because who knows what's going on. The world seems to be just completely upside down right now. And, you need to be prepared and not scared. And, and again, not financial advice, just a dude on YouTube who likes to talk about shiny things. But the fact of the matter is that precious metals has always been a form of wealth protection and a hedge against craziness like this. And we are definitely heading into uncertain times. And it's just definitely, times like this where you need to double check everything you're hearing, especially on the internet, because the information is going so fast. And this all could have been a big AI generated scam, and you would have no idea, except that it hits you and it looks and it sounds official, and it's very easy to create something like this. And yet it could be a complete fraud. It could be a complete scam. It could be just to get you upset and upside down about something. So just you start using some good common sense to double check this stuff before you start jumping onto the bandwagon of like, oh, we need to get moving against this kind of. There may be nothing there. It may be a complete phantom. It may be completely vaporware. So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Share this video out to some people. I think this is something that needs to be kind of put in front, at least to just kind of put a pause, just like Crippen Writer said in his original comment was, before we jump to conclusions, right? Let's look through the website, conduct some research before leaping to conclusions. I think that is a completely sound and reasonable approach to everything that we're getting these days. So continue to do your due diligence, keep on stacking, and I'll catch you in the next video.